I posted a reaction video on this channel of me reacting to a video with Suze Orman where she said she would rather die than spend $5 on a latte. And I thought that was pretty dramatic, but it also made me think, what will you not spend money on and why? And so I asked this question to some of my established women entrepreneur friends and colleagues, and the answers were fascinating. So tap the like button and let's check them out.
What I won't spend money on are trendy tools or platforms that I don't need. If I don't directly serve my clients or my bottom line or my system, I'm not using it. And it's not a revenue generator for me. I'm not getting in on it. There are so many amazing platforms out there that I'm never going to use that I could invest in, but I hold myself back and I don't.
Okay, how I will not spend money and why I won't spend it is actually really hard for me to answer. I really love spending money on the right thing at the right time. Sometimes I'm like, I was talking with my kid last night, like, I'm not going to give you money to buy something at a gift shop at the zoo because we could get it for probably half price somewhere else. Like, I'm just not, that just seems dumb to me. But at the same time, I recently took her to Disneyland Paris, and the whole thing was about spending money on stuff that doesn't necessarily make sense. And I was all in. So for me, it's really more, I guess the thing is like, I'm always willing to spend money on an experience that's chosen and it is aligned for us and our values, and we are doing it on purpose. But I don't like to spend just sort of like accidental extra money. That's when it feels less fun to me.
I will not spend my money on anything that I feel degrades women or children, like in those genres. Like if whatever that is degrades women or is demeaning to women in some kind of way, I will never spend my money on that. Or if it makes like the abuse of children or women okay, then I wouldn't spend my money on that.
What I will not spend money on is gambling. Vegas, casinos, betting, just not my thing. If I'm going to spend my money, I want it to go towards something that at least has a reasonable chance of creating a return, whether that return is just personal growth or joy or experience or impact. But gambling feels like I'm just giving my power away, and I'd much rather spend on something a little more sure than that.
I will not spend money on something that I know nothing about. So if I have no education, or if I'm, having to let somebody else do all the thinking for me and I don't learn how it's making money, or if I'm going to get a return or whatever, I'm not interested in that. So I will not spend money on things that I know nothing about.
I won't spend money on like junk stuff that's just gonna clutter up the house. I won't spend money on like the latest, greatest technology. My husband and I, we don't drive the fanciest cars. We don't have the newest cell phones. That's just not a big thing for us. And also like the tiny junk that my kids want to buy, when you're walking through the checkouts. Oh my goodness. Just no, don't bring junk into my house.
So what will I not spend money on? Cars. Fancy cars. I am not a car girl. I don't get the whole obsession with cars. I mean, I'm driving a 2017 Honda CR-V. And the only reason it's a 2017 is because the 2014 I had before that got wrecked. So I wasn't looking for a new car. I didn't want a new car. And the CR-V that I have now, the center console's getting a little worn, so I will likely purchase a replacement for the cover of the console rather than replace the car, because cars just don't do it for me. The only thing I want from my car is reliable transportation that looks nice and is clean. But, the house down the street has a Maserati, and I'm like, I just don't get it. Not my thing.
I can't necessarily think of something that I won't spend my money on, like a material thing, but it's more about I won't spend my money on people that are not treating me the way I think I should be treated, or if they're not supporting a value system that I believe in, or their value system is just counter to what I believe in. I'm not gonna use my hard-earned money to facilitate their growth in doing something that I feel like is detrimental to the community, especially if I find out about it. Yes, no.
I am really environmentally conscious. It guides a lot of my life, a lot of my decisions, the way I eat, the way I shop. I tend to shop as much as humanly possible in line with my values. I don't shop with Amazon. I try not to shop in big box stores. It's a pretty hard line for me. If it's eco-conscious and in line with my values, I buy things used. I try not to buy things new. So along those lines, that's where I draw the line.
I will not spend money on very expensive luggage, very expensive watches, handbags, jewelry. Those are just not worth it to me. I do want quality. I don't want to have to buy the same thing just a couple years later because I went too cheap. But I do not buy into the idea of the big brands just because of the name. And why won't I do that? Because that means there's less money for me to spend on the things that I just mentioned earlier, like travel and experiences and education.
What will I not spend money on? Personal frou-frou stuff, fancy clothes, fancy cars, jewelry, and those sorts of things don't bring me joy. So I'll buy jewelry and I'll buy clothes, but I'm not going to spend a lot of money to try to, impress people. I go for natural fibers and natural things that enhance my joy, but I'm not going to spend a lot of money on things that are going to improve what other people think of me.
So what won't I spend money on are the latest kitchen gadgets, right? You see them all over Instagram, or you got to buy this, you got to try this. I am a horrible cook. I burn toast. I make a really mean Cheerios, but I'm never going to buy anything expensive for my kitchen because I'm not going to use it.
I won't spend money on luxury items that don't matter to me. I was going to say, when that question of what will I not spend money on? I mean, I like spending money. So the main things would be like luxury item. There's a video or the series or channel I see come up on social media where it's like people are buying Birkin bags, right? And they're like 30, 40, 50 grand, whatever these bags are. And it's like, I don't know. I have zero interest in spending money on luxury stuff. I have zero interest in spending money on upgrading my lifestyle. I know a fair number of people that are about my age that hit kind of that 40 to 50 year mark, like being 40 to 50 years old, and they'll sell their home and they'll upgrade to another home. And then they're stuck in this mortgage cycle again because they've up leveled, and then their kids move out and they've got this giant house that they don't need. And I don't know, I'm not looking to spend my money on up leveling. I mean, if I have more money, I might sing a different tune. I might be all into, I mean, I have a collection of Coach bags. Don't get me wrong. I do like shopping. I like stuff like that. But yeah, spending it on luxury stuff like that just doesn't really appeal to me. So I would say that's probably the main thing that I wouldn't spend money on.
If you found this video interesting and you appreciate these wonderful women sharing openly about money stuff, which, let's face it, is a really taboo subject in a lot of families and communities, please tap the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And make sure to check out the links in the description because we've listed all of the fabulous women who appeared in this video so you can connect with them online. In the meantime, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.